Good morning. Happy Saturday. Hope your weekend is off to a great start. Taking a live look outside right now. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Lauren Scafidi. Let's check in with weather impact meteorologist Chris Spears. And Chris, we are in for another hot one today.
Definitely. In fact, temperatures, Lauren, running as much as 20 degrees above normal in some areas. Just an unusually warm day ahead. That's more of the same. I have your headlines for you here. Very warm, 15 to 20 degrees above normal. Breezy. You'll notice some wind this afternoon, even a little bit out there this morning. I'll show you the speeds here in a moment. And as you can imagine, because it is so warm and dry, our fire danger is on the elevated side. Temperatures this morning, mostly 40s and 50s up and down the urban corridor. We should be quite a bit colder for this time of the year for low temperatures. These are about 10 degrees above where they should be. Even mountain valleys, Kremling, you are 30, but we would expect to see you more in the teens and 20s this time of the year. Here's your wind speed map. Not too bad out there, 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we move through the day, we'll see those numbers bump up more 10 to 15-ish as we go through time. We still have a lot of fire activity here in the west, so the brighter colors here, areas of smoke, so you will see some haze out there from time to time. Temperatures going well into the 70s and 80s, even 60s across the high country. Can we cool it down and feel more like October, Lauren? I'll have that answer in the full forecast coming up.
Thank you so much, Chris. The family of a man who was shot and killed by an Aurora police officer will hold a rally on Monday before the Aurora City Council meeting. It comes after that officer won't face any charges for Kylan Lewis's death. The 18th Judicial District Attorney's Office decided not to pursue that case yesterday. 9 News reporter Ria Jha has reaction from the family and the community on this decision.
No one wants to watch the same thing over and over again. Aurora civil rights activist Alberta Simmons said the ending is always the same.
All right.
The only thing that changes are the characters.
We're tired of it. He's unarmed and he's black. Tell me, why do we keep dying that way?
He's rewatching the Aurora police body camera footage from May, where 37-year-old Kylan Lewis appears to have his hands in the air when he was shot by Officer Matthew Deek.
They're not going to file charges. I mean, not first-degree murder, not second-degree murder, not third-degree murder. No degree murder.
The district attorney's office found that Officer Deek's use of deadly force was justified because he reasonably perceived an imminent threat, citing Lewis's active warrant for attempted murder and violent criminal history.
Black people in Aurora, Colorado can't get a break. I'm not surprised that officer was quickly exonerated.
In a statement from Lewis's family, they said they are outraged and that the decision is, quote, a message that the life of an unarmed black man like Kylan means nothing to the very system that is supposed to protect us.
It's a slap in the black people's faces.
Simmons said he doesn't want to be able to predict the ending of these videos anymore.
And it's got to change. It has to change. We can't keep dying at the hands of the Aurora police. When is it going to stop?
But decisions like this tell him he'll be watching this one for a while.
The city of Aurora hates black people. And that's just all it is to it. And we get no justice.
The district attorney's office said the Arapahoe County grand jury declined to accept the case for further investigation. Lewis's family says they, quote, will not be silent until justice is served.
I will rescue Aurora and every town that has been invaded and conquered. These towns have been conquered. Explain that to your governor. He doesn't have a clue.
Former President Donald Trump stood in Aurora yesterday and claimed the city had been conquered by a Venezuelan gang. His rally focused on immigration policy. Trump promised he'd round up 20 million people in the country illegally, starting with Aurora. About 10,000 people attended Trump's rally at the Gaylord Rockies. Some people were still waiting to get in when Trump spoke. Our Kyle Clark spoke with dozens of Trump supporters about why they felt passionate enough to get there 8 hours before Trump even took the stage. Trump's immigration advisor got a speaking slot at the rally. He called for an America without immigrants, a place where only Americans would live. In discussing migrant crime, Trump said, quote, we have to live with these animals, but we won't live with them for long. A man in the crowd loudly shouted, kill them. Aurora's Republican Mayor Mike Hoffman was not there. He tried to push back on false claims made about his city. Kaufman released a statement saying, in part, quote, "The reality is that the concerns about Venezuelan gang activity in our city and our state have been grossly exaggerated and have unfairly hurt the city's identity and sense of safety." Kaufman went on to say, the city and state have not been taken over or invaded or occupied by migrant gangs. The incidents that have occurred in Aurora, a city of 400,000 people, have been limited to a handful of specific apartment complexes, and our dedicated police officers have acted on those concerns and will continue to do so. While the former president was in Aurora, immigration advocates and community organizations gathered at one of the troubled apartment complexes. This is on Dallas Street. They've said that the landlord abandoning them has caused all of the issues. They hosted a community celebration to show that many of the people there are families and children, not gang members.
La cosa es que tú no puedes juzgar el libro por la portada. Tú tienes que ver cómo es las personas. Todos no somos iguales.
Immigrants we spoke with say that they wish Trump would have come out and talked to them. Others say they're relieved he did not. Aurora police and city leaders have repeatedly said that TDA's presence in the city is small, and they believe their influence is limited to those few significantly impacted properties. About a month ago, Aurora police made the announcement that they had identified 10 members of TDA in the city. That number does not include the 6 armed men seen here breaking into an apartment in the viral video taken inside the Edge at Lowry on Dallas Street. Spokespeople with APD and ICE tell us they hadn't been able to confirm any gang affiliation for those men at this time. Right now, the UN is sounding the alarm after its peacekeeping positions in southern Lebanon were hit twice in 48 hours. The latest happened yesterday morning, injuring 2 peacekeepers close to a UN observation tower. The incident happened just hours after the organization's peacekeeping chief said it's becoming less safe for peacekeepers in Lebanon. A UN observation post was hit by Israeli tank fire on Thursday. That strike also injured 2 peacekeepers. Israel's war against Hamas is now affecting the ability to deliver food to people in need in Gaza. The organization says no food has entered northern Gaza since October 1st, putting 1 million people at risk of starving. The World Food Program says Israeli military action has forced it to stop distributing food parcels. This doesn't mean food isn't available. The WFP says it has enough food ready to feed more than 1 million people for 5 months, but closed crossing points and disrupted transport routes are preventing it from being delivered. Sean Diddy Combs will stay behind bars for now. A federal judge denied his request to be immediately released from jail. This is the second time a judge has denied his release. The first judge cited concerns about witness tampering, physical violence, and Combs' ability to flee the country. Combs is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. He pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and prostitution-related charges. Combs' trial is set for May 5th. Major layoffs are coming to Boeing. The company announced a plan to cut about 10% of its workers in the coming months. Boeing has more than 170,000 employees worldwide. A majority of those are in the U.S. That means about 17,000 workers are getting laid off. The company has been losing money for more than 5 years, and now it's dealing with the strike that has shut down factories in the Seattle area. The company's new CEO told staff the job cuts would include executives, managers, and employees. The company has been ordering rolling temporary furloughs, but said those will end because of the impending layoffs. The FDA is working to address 3 drug shortages after a major manufacturer was badly hit by Hurricane Helene. The impacted facility is Baxter International's North Cove site. It's just east of Asheville, North Carolina. It's one of the biggest IV fluid and dialysis solution manufacturers in the country. The shortage has led to some hospitals across the U.S. to ration their supplies and even postpone some surgeries.